Okay. How to completely screw up your stomach in 5 minutes or less. Step one, make sure you eat really shitty the night prior to your arrival at work. Step two, buy three things. Buy ginger ale. I just started talking here. Now you do your thing, you lotto girl. All right. Get a water, get a ginger ale, and a Red Bull. Drink them pretty much simultaneously. I have completed these three steps. Now, my stomach feels like it's got four volcanoes rumbling. I'm scared. I'm gonna admit that. Oh man, I could live up to that. It feels like something's about to happen. But yeah, I wanted to open up with that randomness. And to continue the rants, I also want to mention I ran into some fella, a lot of networking here at the job. He has a pretty successful Instagram. How many times do I get on here and say, "Oh, I met this and that person. What's up, Allie? Great to see ya." I was on last night. I had a little 30 minutes of straight up political talk. Have you seen what's going on in the UK? Because, like, there's mad riots, civil unrest, and apparently, allegedly, because I just went on after I learned all this nonsense, there have been some jets deployed to go to Tehran and mobilization. But I don't know. Anyway, that's in the UK, and I did kind of an emergency broadcast because everything that happens in Australia and UK is an extreme version of what slowly happens here in the United States. So every time, like in Australia, when they started building literal camps when COVID was around, we were waiting for the FEMA buses over here, but at least things played out as they did. The world is going crazy. What's up, Karscar? You were there last night. The world is going crazy, and I didn't hide last night. My little 30-minute rant, I wanted to make it very clear how terrified I am. I'm still voting the way I feel my conviction is, because it's conviction. It's like somebody that has faith. It's like piety and being a monk. I do have a word I don't use often, faith, hope that Trump is the man for the job.
Good shit.
What? Oh, I'm a talker.
No, you don't ever hear yourself saying you have faith.
Yeah, no, right, because I have hope. Faith is an extra step. And that's something I don't think I have what it takes to say, faith. So yeah, my hope, my optimism, it's there. It has to be. Sometimes that's all people got. That's why often I'll never disrespect or debate somebody that's in a jail or a prison that says, "Yo, man, God and Jesus is all I got," because I'm not trying to take anything away from anybody. But for me, out here in the outside world, where we have all the freedoms that we have, I have the ability to just say the most I got is hope. Yes, the JD Vance thing, by the way, thank you for the feedback last night, Zanzin, and everybody that responded. I think the media just had a wet dream over a soundbite, and they're trying to demonize a man that just simply said, we want to prioritize families, people with families, give them a little bit more breaks and incentives. I think you would agree. All right, check this out. Let me propose this to somebody who is not perhaps politically inclined, let's say. All right, so have you heard of Trump's vice president pick, JD Vance? Did you hear that he said he doesn't think that people that don't have families should have as much say as people that do have families or kids?
That
doesn't sound good, right? But if you read into what he's saying, all he's saying is that you, as a mother, have a more invested stake and interest in the future of the country because you have a child.
Which do, but there's a lot of people in the world that...
But do you interpret it as an insult?
Yeah.
You take it like an insult? Because I did too at first.
Well, it's half and half. It's like that he shouldn't have said it that way.
Well, I mean, he's doubled down even, and he said the people that got upset are just angry, blue-haired cat ladies.
Yeah, now he's...
He didn't like that. Well, there you have it. I think I would say my friend here, the Lotto girl, is maybe more of a Democrat. She doesn't like Trump, but I don't think she's gonna vote. So, I am gonna, maybe today, just like I've been using a lot of my time to ask random people and customers of all walks of life what they think about the attempt on Trump's life. That was fun to learn how many people think Trump literally designed and orchestrated that entire hit on himself. That was the most impressive consensus I've gotten out of my Q&A with the people of this part of Florida. Wow, I went all over the place. By the way, a throwback to the early part of this video. Never do the following. Eat McDonald's at 3 o'clock in the morning. Get to work at 2 o'clock and buy 3 drinks. I finished my Red Bull. I'm on this water and this ginger ale. When I leave here at 8 o'clock, I'm supposed to go to a Limp Bizkit concert. I'm gonna get shaken up like like I'm in a blender, because I'm gonna go in the pits. Probably gonna go pit to, what's that song? Skin Your Ass Raw. If my day keeps going this way. Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting day. I hope no accidents occur on the pit, but if somebody punches me in the face hard enough, I'll go there. Let's see. AD Vance to go. Collect 200 Intel tracks. I mean, I think it's smart to have incentives right now, because an important thing that's not popular to talk about, and it's weird for me to talk about it, the fertility rate in our country is extremely low, especially when it comes to natural-born Americans. We're not making babies. I can have a voice on it, but I don't feel none too. I always wanted to be a father, but I'm not getting younger, and I don't see, I don't know, for my own part. But it's kind of crazy to me, dystopian. I don't know if I feel any which way about it, but the media doesn't really talk about it too much. Isn't that supposed to be a patriotic thing? Or it's supposed to be, I don't know. I'm going all over the place with this. Romantic, for love, do it for the right reasons. But that's the truth of the matter. Right now, people are just not having kids in this country. And that is also, I think, on a military level, also bad for us, especially when you look at countries like China, where they had to impose laws to limit how many kids could be had, which they have lifted since and are they're literally offering like social credits to people that have more kids and sons and all that. What's up, fireman, by the way? Limp Bizkit. Break stuff, yes. That's of course, I mean, anybody going to a Limp Bizkit concert, they're going to look forward to break stuff. And I'm looking forward to the pit getting wild, crazy, and violent. Hopefully, I know I'll run into some old school friends from my high school days. I wish I still had some Jinkos staying in the back with me, where just, nostalgia, man. It's appeasing for a reason. I don't know what it is about the past that's so damn attractive that I can't just fall in love with the present. Indrid Corbin. Yo, all is well, I'd say. I'm drinking 3 modes of hydration. Red Bull complete, ginger ale going down, water, all that. And then it's going to be late by the time I get out of here. About 5 hours from now, I'm going to be headbutting people. Here, bonus bit of information about myself. You guys remember Tony, when I had Tony, Josh, and Joe all on it was Tony and Joe all on the same live stream. Tony is a friend of mine. We used to, we had the Fight Club thing, and we talked about that. Tony and I had a literal stupidest thing ever. I don't know if you can blame this on just being white, because I'm Hispanic and Jewish. We had a headbutting contest, skull to skull, full force, boom, 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 until one of us gave up. I won. I don't know what that says about me. Oh, we got a customer. Welcome, sir. How you doing? Yeah, no, I'm on the YouTubes right now. Maybe I could, I don't know, prices have gone up. Pass me anything you want, and I'll scan it. But I do have a question. Your voice will be on my little internet channel. So I have a political question for you. Oh, yeah, $3? Maybe it went up a penny, but yeah, $3.21. So here's my political question. What do you think of J.D. Vance? I'm still voting Trump. Thank you for your service, by the way.
I don't know that much about it. I really don't.
I don't either. But did you? All right. So the media is running wild. with his one sentence that he wants to award the people that are having children with tax breaks or something, or even more legislative power than people that don't have children. You think that was just a foolish thing to say?
Absolutely.
I think
In the political scenario, they're going to use anything they can.
Yeah, it's ammunition right now.
If you're prejudiced about certain people and not others. In other words, if I don't have kids, you're going to get taxed more than just because I have kids.
Is that how you truly interpret what he said?
Yeah.
I think maybe he's, because I'm trying to look at it logically, not emotionally. I'm not a man with children, but and I did grow into a pro-Trumper, even though I used to be crazy about Bernie Sanders. You as a serviceman, I don't know how you'd feel about either of them, and it's not my business.
I think they're both crazy.
Yes, they're two of the most radical ends of the spectrum.
Yes.
Bernie was radical left. Trump is, well, he's a radical because he was an outsider.
Well, when he said, and he swore he didn't say it, they have it on tape.
You're not on camera. This facing me.
Okay. When he went, he refused to go to Arlington Cemetery.
I heard about this.
And he said,
losers.
I'm not going to see a bunch of losers and suckers.
Did you see him address that on the debate with Biden? Like, he said it's just not true, it's disproven, but he fired the general or something.
They have it on tape.
They have it on tape.
He physically said it.
This is a service member, by the way, talking about this. And I think Biden said something to the effect of that they had evidence. Or no, they just had the hearsay, but it's more ammunition.
It's just both sides are polarized, calling each other names. What happened to discussing the needs of the people? The heck with calling each other names. We got a problem with the southern border. We got a problem with fentanyl.
Immigration and fentanyl, all that is.
There's been over 100,000 people in the past 2 years that have died from fentanyl.
Yeah, just don't forget this. Yeah, nearly instantaneously because of how. Okay.
It's just.
Would you say from your lifetime the last good president? Can you say?
Oh, sure.
Who would you?
You won't even know his name.
I'm intrigued though. Please.
Harry S. Truman.
Truman. Okay.
You know why?
Go on.
Saved 255,000 American lives. You know how he did it? He dropped the 2 bombs on Nagasaki and Hiroshima.
That's right.
Because the Japanese,
they were not going to stop.
No, they're fighting for their God.
It's in their culture, right? Trust me, I followed that. Is that the? Forgive my approach. Is that the war that you?
Second World War.
You World War II vet?
I was in Vietnam. They made a movie about us.
Were you? Would you ever be interested in talking about anything from that time on a podcast I do? I do not blame you, but
I'm quiet about it. You asked me a question, I answered it.
Okay. Yeah. And again, I thank you for your service.
Yeah. It was
and your insight.
Yeah. Just look up the Battle of the Ai Drang Valley.
Ai Drang Valley?
Yeah, La Drang, Ai Drang.
Okay.
I pronounce it Ai Drang. They made a movie about it with Mel Gibson. We Were Soldiers.
Oh, yes, I've seen it.
I was there.
Oh, no shit, man. All right, thank you so much again, all right?
Have a good one.
Take care, partner. We got an OG vet right there, guys. That's, wow. Well, he finds everything polarizing. I wish I could have gotten him to say if he was invested in voting one way or another, but he absolutely doesn't appear to like Trump, and I don't blame him as a, not a World War II veteran, sorry, a Vietnam veteran. Definitely doesn't like Bernie Sanders. I think he might be a Kamala Harris supporter, but who knows. Anyway, I guess I'm going to go for now. I'm going to get to work. These are always interesting, doing these little lives here. I want to actually set this camera up and maybe ask people for their permission to get their faces on camera, because there's a lot of potential. Another bonus bit, this story used to have a good Instagram account, super active, lots of people, skits and all that. I want to speak with the owners here again and see if we can be more social media active as a family-owned business and lean forward with that, because we're not corporate shills like them Publix assholes that did me wrong. So anyway, I'm going to come back and read the comments. I'm going to go for now. As much as Trump has done for vets and active duty, I do not think for one moment that he would say something like that. I mean, I thought it was honestly discredited. I don't blame that. That was an old fellow there. He says that there's evidence. I think watching the debate, there's evidence that it wasn't said because they can only find hearsay, and that he fired the guy that said. And I don't see him saying that shit either. Like, that's honestly, I know how his opposition that hates him would want him to say something like that, but I think that's just another fucking hit piece, like Russia, Russia, Russia. That's just another, like, Clinton campaign move. Like, oh, the real, what is it? The real collaboration is, yeah, the Russia Gate is trying to prop up Trump. The story of him saying that at Arlington Cemetery, I don't believe it, never did. Biden looked really flimsy when he tried to double down and say it was the truth. And your general said it, and you're calling him a liar. Well, he fired him. Everybody was out to get him. But here we go again. All right, guys, everybody do something with your day. I'm stuck here for a spell, and I'm going to go break stuff. Take care, and that's an order.